Hey there page turners, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and that you're just about ready for the new year. What better way to celebrate going into a fresh start than with some new stationery? Speaking of stationery, do you know why you should never wear a cardboard belt? Because it's a waste of paper? No, but seriously, dad jokes aside, I'm genuinely excited to share this one with you all. This video will be divided into 3 sections: washi tapes, papers and other items. And the haul itself will be divided into 2 parts, a pre-Christmas part 1 and a post-Christmas part 2. Most of what you see today was very kindly gifted by Heidi. Shout out and big thank you to her for this and for supporting the channel. Let's get into it. I'll mainly be doing any swatches in this A6 moleskin notebook that will also serve as my companion review journal throughout the year. Since I won't be able to fit all of my book reviews into my main journal, I decided to split the bullet review section, quote unquote, and the longhand review section between 2 books. And additionally, I can then use the back of the little notebook for any extra space that's needed, like swatches. I will bring out a video on decorating the cover of this little book soon, so stick around for that as well. First up, new washi tapes. This gorgeous metallic rose gold tape is so incredibly soft, or perhaps smooth is a better word, that for a moment I actually thought it was plastic, not paper. But it's not, and it tears as easily as any washi I've had. This cost 14 Rand 99, so it's about 90 cents USD. And as you can see, you get quite a bit of tape on the roll. This is definitely a fair price. Up next, we have a set of 6 floral washis that were gifted to me by my mother. Shout out and lots of love to you, thank you so much. This is another set that was a pre-Christmas gift. This blue rose tape was used as a supporting feature in the setup of my 2026 reading journal pages. I love the finer details of this one in comparison to the slightly bulkier feel of the design on the second tape. Also blue roses with a much heavier emphasis on the blue, as you can see. And if you watched some of my other videos, you would have seen me use the first 2 tapes in the set already. These tapes also feel more like a traditional matte washi paper I'd expect, rather than the plasticky feel of the rose gold tape. In each case, I'll try to show you how long you have before the design loops. Some, like these, are quite short, and others are so long I couldn't get the entire design in on the screen. Initially, when I saw this orangey, peachy colored tape, I didn't really think I'd take much of a liking to it, but as I put it down on paper, I fell in love with the silhouette design. In comparison, you get a lot more detail on this purple washi with just as much bold coloring. I feel like this set will really have something in it for everyone. 3 of the 6 tapes have white backgrounds with beautiful cooler toned florals, and the other 3 have bold colored backgrounds with warmer toned florals. This 5th washi really reminded me of a flowering tree that I saw at my aunt's over Christmas, and now I seriously can't wait to start using this one. I kind of wish I had a tree like that. I'll pretend I do with this washi tape instead. Finally, we have this blue and pink sakura tape. I've done Paris in my setups, now I can get into giving Japan and other East Asian countries a go. Speaking of, another tree that I desperately want to get a hold of is the African cherry. And since this tape resembles that, I could also make a South African spread. What do you think? This set of 6 tapes were 49 Rand 99, so about $3 USD. Unfortunately, it doesn't say on the packaging who made the tapes though. As far as I'm aware, everything that I'll be showing you in this video was bought at P&A, which is a local stationery store in South Africa and Namibia. But they also stock a lot of arts and crafts materials. Feel free to check them out if you ever come this way on holiday. The next set that I'll be showing you is this Christian themed set of 8 tapes made by Christian Art or Christian Art Gifts, and it costs 89 Rand 99, so that's about $5.41 USD. Each roll gives you 3 meters of tape, and in terms of width you get 2 that are 6 millimeters, 10 millimeters, 15 millimeters and 20 millimeters each. First up is this brown Psalm 23, The Lord is my shepherd tape. I absolutely adore a good deep brown combined with brighter, softer, warm colors, and the tiny floral design that separates the script on the tape is so lovely. Next is this light blue-green tape with yellow flowers that I think is supposed to give the feel of the green pastures. I like it. Simple, sweet, and very peaceful. Besides, you can never go wrong with a floral design or have enough of them. Now this mid-green leafy silhouette design with gold added is peak. I love this. Anything shiny will always be among my favorites. Leave me alone, I'm a woman too. But seriously, just look at that shine. It's gorgeous. This one in particular is right up my alley. And this is hit number 2 for me with this set. The design loop is pretty short, but look at this leaf and moth design. It's not grand or bold, instead it's actually quite minimalist, and I can genuinely see myself using this with just about everything. I'm starting to think I might be a washi tape fanatic. The next one is more of a mid-brown with a very simple leaf design and a very delicate feel. I had one previously that was very similar in design as this one. However, that one had a tan background and mid-brown leaves, whereas this one has more of a creamy colored vine on the darker brown. Another text washi makes an appearance. This one reads, "He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters." I don't mind the Bible quotes that much, but when the washi has only text on it like this one, it becomes a little more difficult to use in spreads generally. That said, I still like it and I'll definitely still use it. Here's another wonderfully decorated tape that pretty much throws together everything I like in the set. Light background, silhouette flowers, and leaves with bright, shiny bee and leaf elements. What do we learn from this? Give me simple, beautiful, and shiny, and you have me. Hit number 3 for me. Just look at the little bees. I love it. The final tape in this set is this bumblebee tape with an alternating flower and bee arrangement on the dark brown background. This is a nice and sturdy design. In comparison, the moth tape feels very delicate. The completely white flower has a lot more detail to it, whereas the pink and white flower is more of a silhouette style. In fact, it's the same flower that's used on the first text washi, just much smaller. That's a nice tie-in. And that's the complete 8 set. Again, you get a fair amount of each tape that'll give you plenty of use. Last but not least, we have this set of 18 different washi tapes. They had about 3 or 4 different designs at the store, though I am curious, why exactly do they have a top secret stamp as part of this design? Like seriously, China, what kind of mushrooms are you growing out there? Anyway, on the box it says that the name of this product is Retro Poetry Series Fairy Tales of Mushroom, and that each roll is supposed to be 2 meters long, I think. In terms of width, they give you 2 rolls that are 1/2 centimeter, 2 rolls that are 1 centimeter, 3 rolls that are 1.5 centimeters, 3 rolls that are 2 centimeters, 2 rolls that are 2.5 centimeters, 3 rolls that are 3 centimeters, 2 rolls that are 5 centimeters, and finally 1 roll that is 7.5 centimeters. And they give you all the designs on the back. I'm not going to swatch this particular washi tape as I already used this one in my reading journal setup for 2026, but it is a beautiful design, a red-brown with a creamy leaf pattern on it. In comparison though to the other tapes, you can see that you get a lot less tape on the roll here. The price for this was 129 Rand 99, so about $7.81 USD. The packaging is really nice too, good for storage. I didn't think this was a good deal at first, to be honest, but I really wanted to see what patterns they offered. But I didn't think that the amount of variety was worth the amount of tape you got. I thought I would have preferred less variety and more tape length, but I'm actually reconsidering. This might genuinely be a great deal. Starting off with this lovely little one, the color is a reddish umber, so you know I'm going to love it. There's always use for a good solid line in any layout. That's the one I've already used. See my reading journal video for that. Initially I thought that this next one was just a strange line patterned washi, but then I realized that it has a very subtle, almost Baroque-esque decoration between the lines. Oh, haha China, well played. I actually almost missed that. But seriously though, you can't really see it that well on the video, but this leaf arrangement is perfect for any kind of historical theme. Up next is this feather design with tiny flower vines in between. Again, lots of uses for this one and absolutely my vibes. The design loop though is pretty small. Then we have this doily washi with an umber background. Interestingly, it actually looks like all of the doilies are unique, as no matter how far I roll the tape, I didn't find a repeating pattern. So I'm only showcasing these two, sorry. I'm actually starting to think I might now have enough washi tapes to get me through the next 3 years. Just kidding, since when can you ever have enough washis? But definitely another big thank you to Heidi and my mother for these gifts. They are absolutely amazing and I love it all. After that is this newspaper and coffee tape. Another one that will probably always find a place in any journal, and I think I already have a pretty good idea of what I'm going to combine it with. But you'll have to wait for part 2 next week to see that. Neutral colors always work best and these browns really won't let you down. After that, we have this lined pattern tape that actually is just line patterned tape. Right, you're not getting me this time, China. Anyway, this has a sort of cream background with a medium umber toned lines repeating over it vertically, and it's quite translucent. The floral box designs on the 7th tape repeat with every box. I say floral, but it's actually little hearts on a vine, which makes it look more like onions. Either way, I'm fine with it, since every box is the same, I'm not taking much off the roll. Then there's this solid brown tape, larger width than the first roll, and this one has no red undertone. The color is closer to a chocolate or a coffee mousse than anything else I can think of. And I can think of plenty of uses for you, love. The next tape looks like a flower arrangement for a wedding. You know those rectangular arrangements that lie pretty low on the table so you can actually see the other guests sitting across from you? Those, but brown. It's not actually that detailed. The design is much simpler, but that's what it reminds me of. This is another one that repeats itself with every image, so I'm only taking off 2. Then we have this striped washi. Interesting change up. Do you think I could use this down the middle of my page to make it look like the lines of a road? No, they're closer to stitches than road lines. I've been looking forward to this mushroom tape to see the magic mushrooms they've put on here. Well, it has to be top secret for some reason, right? So the magic mushroom design loop is 8 unique mushrooms. Lovely. Then they give you this text washi that repeats the same 2 lines above and below over a long piece of tape, making it ideal for double page spreads and using the same lines at the top and bottom of your page. It reads, "Whether 60 or 16, there is in every human being's heart the lure of wonders, the unfailing appetite for what's next, and the joy of the game of living. In the center of your heart and mine, there is a wireless station. So long as it receives messages of beauty, hope, courage, and power from man and from the infinite, so long as you are young." I think they meant that's how long you'll stay young, like young at heart, right? Nice message. The next tape is this off-white lace on a dark umber background. This is really stunning. These tapes are all so versatile in terms of the different themes you can use with them. My mind is changed. This buy was a bargain. This one looks like red watercolor leaves set over white lace. Just a simple zigzag format, but so beautiful. I do believe I already have a couple ideas for this one as well. If you guys saw this box in the store with the price and the amount of tape and so on, would you have bought it? Do you also think it's a steal or not good enough to tempt you? The themes of this one looks like they started to combine the mushrooms and florals with postage and travel and trade. In fact, all 3 of the next tapes seem to be doing that. This one seems to be about trade in fruit and veg. Which explains the top secret mushrooms. We're taking the trade wars to a new level, aren't we? You can see the top secret stamp on the foot of the mushroom there. And they have another quote about youth. Does this mean the fountain of youth is found in a mushroom? I'm not criticizing, I swear, I'm just having fun with it. I can't read all the words since the quote seems to be covered by the other images on the tape. This one seems to lean into travel more than trade. And the last one goes towards what seems to be personal vintage letters. So many uses, so little time. This last one is literally the width of the entire A6 page. I'm predicting that this is going to come in pretty handy at some point, and there's plenty of decoration there to go around. Since this was the last tape, I didn't want to just stick it down on a new page to conserve space. So I did this instead, and obviously it turned out wonderful. I seem to be doing that fairly often though, so I won't complain at myself too loudly. And that's it for the pre-Christmas washi tapes. Now we look at some papers. First are these 3 massive cardboards. I think they're about A2 size, just a little smaller. This one looks like a ledger. Oh, do I have some post-Christmas ephemera that will go perfectly with this. Then we're off to the farm. which is very culturally appropriate if I do say so myself. This farm-themed page is perfect. I love everything about it. I really can't decide if I want to take that banner that says "These Sweet Moments" and put it as the heading for my memories pages at the beginning of my journal, or if I want to keep this for next year. The wood texture page is going to make some pretty awesome borders and frames. And you know you'll get plenty of use from them. Just look how much there is. I don't have the prices for these 3 pages. Sorry about that. But I do have them for the fuller packs. This is a 12 by 12 inch pack of 10 that costs 69 Rand 99, so about $4.21 USD. Most of the rest of the items are Wilson & McLagan items. I was gifted a pack last year for Christmas and used one of its pages for my 2026 January bullet journal setup. Those are the 2 that I already used up, but I still have all of those left and now a brand new full pack to kick off with. I was ecstatic when Heidi gifted me the exact same pack this year. Now I have more of these patterns. Almost all of these pages have a slightly blue-grey look to them. I don't know if you can really see it on this page, but the edges were darkened ever so slightly to give it an aged feel. I love this plaid pattern. And these clocks. This is the piece that I have left after my January setup. And this is what I have left after I made a journal setup for a friend of mine. Then there are these metallic gold scrap paper pages, and you already know me. There just aren't enough or good enough words for the shine you find here. In fact, I use the block designs in both my yearly and January pages. This is the exact same type of product as the previous, but it cost only $64.99, so $3.91 USD. These papers are all acid-free, which is always a good sign. Just look at that shine! I swear I'm not just like this with gold. Anything metallic makes my day. This one will work really well with the read between the lines mushroom washi tape from earlier. And I have some post-Christmas gifts that will look gorgeous with this. I wanted to show you this gold floral paper that I got last year, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's a very light rose gold. While we're on paper, I thought I'd show you what I have left of the decoupage papers that I used to set up my yearly and January spreads for my bullet journal and reading journal. There's still so much that I can do with all of this, and they're so beautiful. I was also gifted these paper bags. I have no idea what the prices were, but you betcha these will feature at some point. Just look at those proteas, and in both black and white. This was the paper bag that I used for the yearly bullet journal setup. Pretty, right? Thought since I didn't really show you much of it in the video, I'd show it to you properly here. These are some other bags that I found in the house that I want to put to use. The first one looks black, but the pictures are actually a very dark green. Then the same one with black pictures and smaller, and then this ocean themed one. It's amazing how many useful things are often just lying around completely forgotten. The last section of this video is for, well, other items. Like this beautiful ribbon set with metallic silver threads interwoven into it. 29.99 Rand here, so $1.38 USD. This Protea stencil was $8.99 or 54 cents in US dollars, I think. And you know I'm definitely using this soon. And these vinyl stickers were $16.99, so $1.02. These flowers are lovely, but the beads might end up bulking up my journal a little too much, so I'm not sure if I'm going to use them for that, but I will definitely use them. Actually, let me show you the different colors real quick. So pretty. 20 Rand 9.99 or $1.32 USD. Then there are these beautiful white and brown feather sets, 9 Rand 99 each or 60 cents. These are foam stickers. I forgot to take all of them out and show them, sorry about that. Again, I would love to play with these, but a little too bulky for the journal. We'll definitely find another use for them though. 19 Rand 99 or $1.20. The wooden butterfly buttons were 24 Rand 99 each or $1.50. and these pastel flowers were 27 Rand 99 or $1.68. I think you're supposed to glue the beads to the center for the pistil. I might be able to use some of these in the journal as long as it's not too many. The craft jute is definitely going to make for some interesting textures. It's a bit messy, but not unmanageable. $24.99 here, $1.50 for anyone else. Our final item for the day is this absolutely stunning wax candle for creating your own seals. The color is so beautiful, but I'll have to be careful about how I use this because this will bulk things up a lot too. But this is definitely going in at least once. $44.99 or $2.70. It's like the metallic version of my nail color. So the total cost of these items comes out at about 643 Rand and 84 cents or $38.64 USD. Like I said, all of this is, or most of this was bought at P&A. So if you ever come this way and you like what you saw, check them out and see if you can find something there. Well, that's it for the December Stationery Haul Part 1. I hope you enjoyed opening these up with me as much as I did. Happy New Year's to you all. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button and ring that bell. Give us a like if you enjoyed the video. If not, feel free to tell me, but also tell me how you would like me to improve. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite type of journaling supplies are. I hope to see you all again soon. Have a good one.